Hi friends, welcome to today's session. Thank you all for your responses on yesterday. And our quiz question was Nagoya city is located in which country? And it is Japan. All of you have commented right answer only. So we will move to today's session. First question for the day. A Future for the World's Children report recently seen in the news is released by which among the following? 1. WHO, 2. UNICEF, 3. World Economic Forum, 4. Lancet Medical Journal. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Option A 1, 2 and 4 only. Option B 2 only. Option C 1 and 4 only. Option D 2 and 4 only. So the correct answer here is option A 1, 2 and 4 only. It is a report by World Health Organization WHO, UNICEF and the Lancet Medical Journal, and the report calculates two types of indices. One is flourishing index and other is sustainability index. Ranking of 180 countries is taken into consideration, and flourishing index is about surviving and thriving. The parameter of surviving considers maternal survival, survival in children younger than 5 years old, suicide, access to maternal and child health services, basic hygiene, sanitation, and lack of extreme poverty. These are the parameters considered for surviving part of flourishing index. And the parameter of thriving considers educational achievement, growth and nutrition, reproductive freedom, and protection from violence. And the index has been linked an aspect of harmful marketing of junk food and sugary beverages with the alarming rise of childhood obesity. As usual, the Scandinavian country Norway leads the table for survival, health, education and nutrition rates, followed by Republic of Korea and the Netherlands. Coming to the sustainability index, it ranks countries on the basis of excess carbon emissions compared with the 2030 target. Notable thing is that the leading countries in the flourishing index trail behind in case of sustainability index. The Norway is in 156th position, Republic of Korea is in 166th position, and the Netherlands is on 160th. And the lowest emitters are Burundi, the East African country you see in the map, and next is Chad. You can see the map of Chad here, and Somalia, which is located at the Horn of Africa. And if you see India's performance, India ranked 77th on sustainability index that takes into account per capita carbon emissions and ability of children in a nation to live healthy lives, and secures 131st spot on flourishing index that measures the best chance at survival and well-being of children. Coming to the second question, SPICE plus Spice Plus recently seen in the news is a option A initiative to increase the export of spices and coconut. Option B ease of doing business initiative by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and option C women's safety initiative by IIT Delhi, and option D income tax return platform developed by Niti Aayog. So the correct answer here is option B ease of doing business initiative by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So there was one SPICE platform launched in 2016 by Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and it is a single form for multiple services for incorporation of a company, and SPICE Plus will replace existing SPICE form, and SPICE Plus denotes simplified pro forma for incorporating company electronically plus web form. That is the expansion of SPICE Plus. And it would offer 10 services by 3 central government ministries and departments, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Labour and Ministry of Finance, and one state government service, that is Maharashtra. And it will help save many procedures, time and cost for starting a business in India. You know that India improved its position in World Bank's ease of doing business survey. However, the report had cited that India was lagging behind in certain parameters such as starting a business. So the launch of Spice Plus will help us in our effort towards achieving the target of reaching the 50th spot in ease of doing business report. Moving to the last question for the day, with reference to Artemis program often seen in the news, consider the following statements. Statement 1, it is NASA's next mission to the moon. And statement 2, it will land the first woman on the moon by 2024. Which of the above statements are correct? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, option D neither 1 nor 2. So the correct answer here is option C, both 1 and 2, both statements are correct. It is the NASA's next mission to the moon. In 2011, NASA began the Artemis mission. So Artemis denotes acceleration, reconnection, turbulence and electrodynamics of the moon's interaction with the sun. That is the expansion of Artemis. And the mission was named Artemis after the Greek mythological goddess of the moon and twin sister to it, Apollo. So the main objective is to measure what happens when sun's radiation hits our rocky moon where there is no magnetic field to protect it. In the picture you can see sun and earth. As we know, the sun is like a reactor and it emits radiation and solar flares. And what protects the earth from sun's radiation is earth's magnetic field. The lines you are seeing in the picture around the earth is its magnetic field. Of course, the atmosphere also have a role in blocking sun's radiation. But if you see moon's magnetic field, it is not like that earth's. The moon does not have a strong magnetic field. It got magnetic fields at some points only, like you can say patches of magnetic field. So when the sun's radiation hits moon, the area where moon got magnetic field gets protected. And what happens to remaining area is a mystery. So Artemis mission will be studying this, and that is the main objective of this mission. And NASA wants to send the first woman and next man to the moon by year 2024, and which it plans through the Artemis lunar exploration program. An Indian American astronaut named Raja Chari is set to accompany the crew in this mission. And guys, our quiz question for today is based on this topic only. There is one world famous quote related with moon mission, and that is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. It is a very famous quote, and identify whose words are this and to which event this quote is related with. So please post your answers in the comment section, guys, and also your scores. We will meet tomorrow with another set of questions. Thank you for watching.